Yes, chat. How you doing? It's actually warm enough to have a fucking top on today. Yeah. But hey, it's actually like normal weather for a bit. So I've actually been able to put a top on. Thank God. Um, I prefer having my clothes on than off. Um, but yeah, today we got Bortoleto career as always, and then obviously much more as well. What else have we actually got? Off the top of my head, I don't know what we're going to do after we've done it. I don't know actually. But we could play some Siege, etc. But I don't know. I think I'm just gonna do the race, chill for a bit, and then we'll end it there because I need to edit a lot of videos. Obviously, I've got to get ahead, haven't I? So I'll have to be ahead by like 8 episodes or 8 videos by Sunday, as well as having the main channel video. That's a lot. It is a lot, in it, at the end of the day. Yeah, let's get into it. Bortoleto career mode time then, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, how are we doing? What race is it today? Let's have a look. We did Baku last episode, so today is Singapore. One of my favourite tracks as well, so back-to-back favourite tracks. Big fan of Baku, one of my favourite, if not my favourite in Singapore. He's definitely up there as well, I love Singapore. So back-to-back tracks where we enjoy, so hopefully we can get back-to-back decent results. Let's get into it. I know a lot of people, Singapore gets hate, doesn't it, chat? I don't know why though, I quite like it. I quite enjoy it, to be honest. Why the fuck am I game pause? I personally am a big fan of Singapore. Go ahead and shoot me, you know what I mean? But let's go and we can simulate forward. Hopefully the underfloor comes through. It has. We got an underfloor upgrade. That's the only thing we've got coming into this weekend. But it does bring us like on par with Red Bull basically, which is nice. Don't mind it. They were literally like, we're like one singular upgrade away from Red Bull now, which is kind of mad. Yeah, race weekend time. Let's get into it. Singapore, come on, Sean. All I'm saying, chat, come on, Sean. Oh yeah, over the summer holidays, right? It'll be morning streams. Ask me that because I won't wake up and I don't wake up till alarm. So I'm gonna get me dad to wake me up before he goes to work, and then because he'll work mornings, so it'll be. Oh, it's a sprint race. Didn't know that. So it'll be a. Oh well. Sorry, please. It'll be a morning stream from like 9, 10 till 12. So yeah. FP1. There we go. Chat, we just want to see some Fortnite. Is that something you should be interested in? I assume so. But maybe not. I haven't played Fortnite in ages. In fact, I don't even think I've got it installed. I'm going to be totally honest. But if that's something you'd like to see, then I can arrange that. And by that I mean I will just download it and play it on a stream. Hopefully with someone. Solos are a bit poo. I'm not a big fan of solos personally anymore. But then I haven't played in a while, so I'm stressed. Actually, this is sprint quali. Yeah, sprint quali now. So let's get straight into sprint quali. Didn't realise Singapore was a sprint this year, to be quite honest, but I'm all for it because I love this track. All for it, man. All for it, honestly.
Please. Radio check.
Yeah, radio check.
Right, let's go to our flyer then. Right, final bend, off to the start, finish straight, and we're going to start our lap. Here we go. Hopefully it's a good one, eh? Hopefully it's a good one. We took that corner a little bit wide. Same with this one, that's no good. But getting used to this track with the fair flat really, innit? And hey, if we don't think we have very good pace on the mediums, we know not to really touch them in the race. We try and make the most of our hards, is the main thing. 28.198. Thank you for getting out the way, Lando. What's his middle sector saying? Green. This is just the absolute fourth peel lap, really, isn't it? Absolute horror of a lap, mate. To the line. 134. That's so bad. That is awful.
Right on the cusp now. We've been pushed down.
Get out the way for Lando. It's an absolute horror lap, though, innit? At the end of the day. Front damage from what? Where's the front wing damage coming from? There we go, come on, we need to improve. I'm just locking in because I want to get out to Q1. I want to get to Q3 because we should be able to do that with the fifth fastest car. Pretty much straight fourth fastest car now with Red Bulls. We lock up heavily there, but thankfully miss the wall. Don't go into the wall. We're fine. I mean, we're a second up. Hopefully that's enough, but it wasn't a really bad lap. Mark's in the chat, everyone. Mark wants us to box for absolutely every tyre available. I think we box. We got a box, you know what I'm saying? We got a box. Still line anyway. What's it going to be? Only P10. It's only enough for P10. Hey! Move, Frank. David. Why don't they say Franco? Because that used to get abused by Franco. Oh my god, Hulkenberg's actually through. Nah, he's definitely got a grid penalty. There's no way. There's no way he's not through without a grid penalty. George Russell in here, holy shit. There's absolutely no way that man is not through without a grid penalty. Because Nico Hulkenberg on this game only does a good qualifying when he has a grid penalty due to an engine or something. I put the audio on, yeah. I didn't know whether I'd put the audio on or not. Glad I checked at least, because the answer is yes. Cheers, Oscar. Purple first. I feel like we might be the only ones on track though. Nico the 1.37, in all honesty, is not that bad at all. Quicker than both of our times last time in Q1. 32-0 for George Russell. Wow. Bro's locked in. What the fuck? Mark, here we have a deployment issue. I hope we don't. Won't be very to the line. P4. I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. I wonder what Marx has to say about it. P7. Probably P9. I feel like we're gonna get P8, alright.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over
Mark, right, so we have a major engine issue, sorry. But we have to retire the car. Real as well. Lad. Nico's out. I'm not even surprised. I don't think he's made a Q3, you know. I actually don't think that he made a single Q3. Why has he been out qualified by an Aston and a Cadillac? What? Well, he just realised that. Bottas and Alonso with the laps of their lives, bro, and it's still not even enough to get through, man. still not even enough. We're nowhere near the pace, but that's not surprising at all, to be honest. But we're quicker than Williams. That's the main thing. They're our midfield rivals. Alonso's just built different in this game. No, he actually is though. Alonso is built fully different in this game though. Like, he's somehow got 7 points in that Aston. But I actually don't know how he's even managed anything. Because Stroll, like, is like dead set the worst driver on the grid. When you drive in that
Right,
Aston
give me a quick
Martin,
radio check, please. Radio check.
I am never doing that again. Do you know what? I did it on Equal Performance when I tried out the DLC for a video on my YouTube channel. And oh my days, the Aston Martin was absolute horror. Even on Equal Performance, it felt like I was driving with a broken, like just fully broken, like red front wing at all times. It wouldn't turn, like it was absolute horror. And I only did a 5. Also next stream. Yeah, exactly next stream. So I'm gonna do it again. Gonna put myself through that again. In fact, I'm doing it after this quali.
That's 5 minutes to go.
Our one and only lap. Better be a good one. I'll take like a P7 to be honest. I just know I'm not getting anywhere near these times the people are setting. Like Antonelli's doing 1:30. Like, how, bro? And I've fucking locked up, haven't I?
Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
And again, bro. Oh my god. Wait, nah, hear me out though. Shit. I reckon I can fit another lap in. I actually reckon I can fit another lap in here. They're not being very quick about things though, are they?
We've had to spend time
Let's
repairing
drive
the
out.
damage to the car.
So if I
Stand
drive
by.
out, on God, I'm getting this lap in. Still loads of knocking outside. I thought it was my door then, but it's not. To race against the clock here, man. We're treating it as an as a flyer, even though it's an outlet. Because we need to actually get to the line. Right, let's go. We made the line. Want to see what I'm cooking here. I think it's better to just get a little lap on the board though. It's quicker than Russell apparently. Here we go, here we go. Slower than Russell. Probably gonna put in about P8 to be honest. I think we go ahead of Sainz. Maybe at a push Hadjar. Let's have a look then. Where are we going? Ninth. We only get ahead of Sainz. Ah, that's a bit poo.
And that's it for sprint qualifying.
Yeah,
Plenty
nowhere
more
near
coming up
though.
over the rest of the
Nowhere
weekend.
near.
So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Antonelli P2. Lando's lap is incredible. Half a second clear. What a lap from Lando that is. Antonelli P2, I think that's his best quali so far. I think previously it was on P3. Hamilton in P3. Chardon in P7 is a bit poo, especially when Hamilton's P3. Yeah, let's get into the sprint race. Sorry, I was just checking something on OBS because my webcam was playing up on my playback of the stream. I don't know why. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, obviously, Taylor could go off from mute now while the start of the race, please, because I need that for the video. So I'll be 2 minutes chat, but I'll still be here type shit.
Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. And here's our track, 4.94 kilometres long, and overtaking chances into the first corner, into turn 14 at the end of the Esplanade, and now into turn 16 in the newly reprofiled sector that we first ran on in 2023. Still though, it's punishing and tough on the brakes, and the heat and humidity will take an effect on our drivers. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Andrea Kimi Antonelli completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Verstappen, Oscar Piastri and Russell, Leclerc, Hadjar, Bortoleto and Carlos Sainz, Alonso, Bottas, Nico Hulkenberg and Albon, Lawson, Gasly, Arvid Lindblad and Franco Colapinto, Stroll, Behrman, Ocon and Sergio Perez completes our grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. Alongside me here in the commentary box today, former racing driver extraordinaire Naomi Schiff. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Yeah, ready is good.
We've got a great chance of getting another points finish in this race. Keep it clean and hopefully we can work our way up the field.
Right then, it's gonna be P9 on the grid. No grid penalties ahead of us. I didn't really see grid penalties behind us, or if there was any. But it's gonna be just one set of mediums. I actually think the mediums pace was better than the softs, so that might be a good thing. Let's get into it, man. From P9 on the grid, 5 red lights, and away we go. It's a better start than Hadjar, I think, but Hadjar having better straight line speed. I'm going to try and get side by side with him. We go round the outside of him and Leclerc, who's very slow in that corner. We're just going to swap up into P7. There's a huge battle ahead for that P2 spot between Max and Kimi. Father vs son, some would say. And Lando Norris is like a second ahead now. But we're also with them, so this is great for us. Because the more they battle, the more they hold everyone up, including ourselves. And we don't mind the cheeky late lunge. Shit, that was awful. I kind of want to give the place back to Piastri for that.
Overtake mode active. Overtake active. You've got more power now from the hybrid system. Use boost on the next
Right,
long
we've given Oscar the place back. We may lose a place to Charles. It's all about keeping the place to Charles now.
Okay, overtake enabled.
Now we can get Oscar legitimately without killing him, hopefully. Yellow's behind. I think that's an Alpine that's just fully binned it there. We're just too far back to try anything really on Oscar, aren't we?
Right, you've got boost mode available now. Use it if you want to.
Oscar broke so early then. I don't get why he's braking so early on that corner. Done well to avoid it, but now Charles has got us. I'm gonna try and stick with Charles. We banged the wall twice there. Fighting the car in a straight line. I think just shows everything you need to know about this car. And my driving ability, to be quite honest. Mid. Not much really happened here. We were just sort of chilling. We have now caught up to Piastri, but the only problem with that is now Charles Leclerc is caught up to us. So when we do silly things like that, Charles gonna have a really good run at us. He's gonna try the move, but we just thankfully run out of straight, so we both have to brake and Leclerc pulls out of the move. Looks like he's going to try and have a go again though. Coming on to the start finish straight to start lap 5.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Went very wide there. turns so early and brakes so early on that corner that we just dive bomb it and make it look quite easy, to be honest.
Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 3.0 seconds.
Just like, not all the drivers are doing that. It is literally just Oscar that's braking so early on that corner.
Gap to the next car is around 3 seconds.
Yeah, they've both got a really good running, but they're just a slight too far back to try and make the move. Don't do it, Piastri. There's no room to go on the inside, mate. Just don't even try it.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 3.4 seconds. Accumulating somewhere on the MGUK. To manage this, we're going to need to lower our ERS deployment mode.
Yellow flags behind us then, for what? I don't know.
Right, we've got a very worn-out MGUK. Our battery charge speed is suffering, and if it gets much worse, we could be forced to retire.
Don't wanna talk about it. Wait, in fact, let's not talk about it. Piastri's got us, and now Leclerc's trying to replicate that. There's just not enough straights actually for Leclerc to have a run at us.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
Again, going so early there, Piastri. We do just manage to get ahead.
Nice move, good job. Okay, gap ahead, 4.7 seconds.
Got a bit live there, and now Piastri's going to have the run at us again. Leclerc probably will as well. But again, we're just going to try and go past Piastri again. We have managed to do so. I'm shattered today for no reason at all. Oh, fully shattered, chat. I just woke up today and I just feel really tired. Don't know why, but anyway, here's the final lap. And just to stay ahead of Piastri and Leclerc just for now. Still a lot of corners, etc., where I can make a mistake. So let's just bring it home. But 3 measly points, I think it is. Yeah, because P8's 1, P7's 2, P6 is 3. And very wide there, trying to keep to the corner that you can't really get overtaken at. It has given Piastri one last run at us down here. He does seem to get the better exit a lot of the time, but not this time. Because Lando Norris wins the sprint, and we've got his teammate up our arse. It's going to be to the line. Will it be us up Piastri P6? Let's have a look. We go a little bit wide and come to the line. It is us for P6. It's not bad. It's a good result. It's points. It's 3 of them. And that's a pretty good sprint, I'd say. Great battle with Charles and Oscar there. And we actually get driver of the day as well to top it all off. Not a bad little sprint.
Well, that's an end to the sprint
And it is
action.
Kimi
Next up,
Antonelli that
we'll
comes
set the
home
grid for the
for
Grand Prix.
P2.
So
Max
we'll see you
Verstappen
next time.
rounds off the podium. Hamilton P4, George P5, ourselves P6, Oscar P7, Charles rounds off the points in P8. Nico got overtaken by Albon, finished P14. And Fernando somehow finished P11. Bottas somehow still finished P12. Perez. Apologies. Perez in the other Cadillac finished dead last, so that's actually just a raw pace from Bottas for once, which is quite fun to see. For him, poor race for Alpine. Alpine have lost a lot of race pace, and we will definitely not be signing with them. I don't know whether they put it all into next season, but I doubt it. But hopefully, we will be quicker than them next season because they are our midfield rivals most likely. Them, Williams, and Carapaz, etc. But none of them have really given us a fight this year, mainly because of me. I have every single one of their points, but you know what it is. Let's get into quali for the actual race. See if we can make Q3 again. I want to see at one point will we ever 3 wide or like nearly 3 wide. I don't think there was, but like I want to see if there's a good little thumbnail picture. Get a screenshot of that. That'll be a good thumbnail as well. If it comes to it anyway, it might not come to it. I might get a better moment in the actual race where maybe a little bit better, you know what I'm saying? Right, let's get into the quality then, man. See what we can do. Hopefully make Q3 once again. And hopefully Nico can join us this time. Do your job, Nico.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please.
Do your job, fella. Do your job then. Do your job and don't do it. This is a horror lap, bro. P7 ahead of both Alpines, and that's it. Behind Sergio Perez. It's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. I need to wake up right now. Like, literally though, because why the fuck am I so tired? I'm gonna risk it. I think I'm through. Hear me out. I don't think three people get ahead of me. Where am I? I knew it. See, I'm through. I knew it, man. The confidence. Rashford, Selly, both Alpine, both E-Carbs, Esteban Ocon, and obviously Lance Stroll. Because who else would it be than Lance Stroll? Going out in Q1. Behrman scrapes through ahead of his teammates by 5 thousandths of a second. We just about scraped through as well. Nico's not set a bad lap either, but we're just nowhere near the front teams this weekend. Williams don't look bad. They look slightly better than us, but their race pace is a bit poo again. Ah! Ooh.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Radio check.
That song's all over my For You again, by the way, chat. I don't know why. I have a little scroll to see what songs I can put in the background of my videos. Especially my Siege ones now that I'm posting on TikTok, etc. On my Siege clip kills, they require background music. So, well, they don't require it, but it's nice to have background music. So I tried to look at the song on TikTok because that means it'll be allowed on Insta and most likely YouTube Short under 60 seconds. So, and all that was coming up yesterday was "No Cool, but I've got a fever." It's like, fuck, bro, like how old is that song now? Because that used to be like quite a trendy song, didn't it? For a little bit. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Right, come on then. Still line. Kind of bottled it in the last bit of this lap, but it is a 1:32.6 behind us, behind Sign. Ahead of Bottas, Alonso. I think I had a Leclerc as well, the 1:39. Leclerc's had a bit of a stinker lap. 7/10 of Oscar, no Leclerc's top, Nico bottom. I'm gonna risk not going again because I don't really think we can do better, to be quite honest. We're through. Oh my god, Nico's through. Yes! Get in! Oh my days. Top 10 rarest sights of all time. Nico Hulkenberg into Q3. in the F126 game in my save. He's knocked Hamilton out. Hamilton's P12, well, Albon in P16 as well somehow, with Carlos Sainz P6. We're not complaining, it's a double Q3. Well, hey, get in there. Lando is absolutely rapid in this weekend, trying to extend that championship lead that he's already got. The only driver to break 250 points, yeah, along 300 points so far this season. We're exactly 100 points behind. I didn't think we'd be that far, that close, to be honest. Every leap of faith I'm playing. Young kills that I got
Radio
fever.
check, please.
Sauce
Radio
does
check.
my fucking head maze. You do not. I'll translate. Why am I yawning? Fuck off. Alright, there we go. There's Q3 lap. Hopefully get 2, maybe even 3 if we really want to. I feel like this is actually a pretty decent first sector. Obviously, we don't know that till we get to the line. It's not even there, so maybe I was wrong. Just carried well too much power, man. Well too much speed. We got front wing damage to return to the garage.
Damage to your front wing. Damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it.
We did a 37, not 27-3.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
It's the second fastest one, you dick. Oh my god, we actually have pace. No way. No fucking way. Right. Let's go again, but we'll use the fresh cheddar sauce, bro. Cheers, Kimmy. I'm glad Kimmy got out the way, actually. Not fast at all. Not a bad little first sector, this. Nico's currently P6, to be fair to him. Didn't carry too much there, but nearly did there. Nearly went to the wall. Pushing the limit to the max here. 10 slower than Nico. Alright, come on then, to the line. Is it a 132? It's a 132.1 and we're ahead of Hulkenberg. Not ahead of Lando or Kimi or anyone else ahead, but it's P6 currently with obviously them to do another lap. So we'll head back to the garage and probably the end of the section and we'll have a look at what's cooking. Final seconds. Where did we finish? P7 and P8. We got jumped by, I believe, Oscar Piastri, I believe it was. Or it might have been Charles. I think it was Charles. Anyway, George Russell on pole with Max Verstappen P2. Very close between them two, and then quite a big gap. There used to be 4 tenths to the two McLarens. Kimi Antonelli 5, Charles Leclerc P6. We've got 7-8. I think that's the highest joint collective finish we've had in a quali so far in the save in the season. Sainz P9 and down in P10 quite poorly, I'm going to say in all honesty, is Isaac Hadjar. Not performing the best this year. He's really not performing the best at all. But this is good for Max and George on their charge toward Lando. But they're going to need Lando to get a couple of DNFs if they have any chance. And they're going to have to win the race and get P2s. There's no other way. Well, let's get into the race. See what we can do. Hopefully our first double points. Hopefully Nico's first points this season are going to come in this race. Because we gave ourselves the best chance to do that with the quali. Oh, fucking hell, man. Oh. Mate. And it is race time.
Marina Bay hosted a Grand Prix that briefly ran in the 60s and 70s, but the Garden City re-entered the calendar for good in 2008. We missed it for a couple of years, but it was great to come back to the Singapore Grand Prix. And here's our track, 4.94 kilometers long, and overtaking chances into the first corner, into turn 14 at the end of the Esplanade, and now into turn 16 in the newly reprofiled sector that we first ran on in 2023. Still though, it's punishing and tough on the brakes, and the heat and humidity will take an effect on our drivers. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Piastri, Norris, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Leclerc, Bortoleto, Hulkenberg, Sainz, and Isaac Hadjar, Bottas, Hamilton, Ollie Behrman, and Alonso, Perez, Albon, Esteban Ocon, and Franco Colapinto, Gasly, Lindblad, Lawson, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And with me for this commentary this afternoon, former racing driver Naomi Schiff. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
It's a very special time for the drivers. It's almost like everything around you slows down and you become hyper aware. So your nerves slightly go up, your adrenaline's going up. It's the perfect time to start focusing on your visualizations and preparing for the race. So you want to avoid distractions and really stay cool, calm, and focused.
Okay, mate, radio check, please. Radio check.
There was a bit of a failure in the radio, but all good.
Okay, let's see if we can keep this momentum up. Let's get another points finish.
Apologies, people. I tried to wake myself up by throwing some water off my face. Right. Race time it is. They want to do the one. I agree. Let's do a one stop. One stop, medium and hard. From P7. Let's get into it. No grid penalties. It's P7 and P8 for the team. Hopefully it stays that way or we get higher. With lights out and away we go. It's not a bad start. Richard comes to try and get across us, but we get past and we're nearly past Lando as well. If we get hit by Piastri, we're up into P3 here. What a start! What a start! That is. I think Nico's losing positions already. I think there's a huge battle between Hadjar and Nico behind us. Because we keep getting brake checked by Russell, man. Braking so early on purpose. Into these corners. See you later, George.
Okay, so overtake is active. Overtake mode active. You're going to get more power from the hybrid system. You know how it works. Just use boost on the next long straight to get your way past. Okay, Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 4.0 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're in 9th place. Time
He
last
goes in
lap,
9th. I don't even mind it. He's only been overtook by the Red Bull of Isaac Hadjar, which is expected. I mean, he's nowhere near this group of cars. And he has got to believe that's the Williams Carlos signs all over the back of him. But hey, at least he's maintaining the points position.
The energy store's depleting, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop.
One hole through corner.
There's a new strategy available on the MFD.
Ah! Fuck's sake, man.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. The car car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Well done.
In our own race a bit here, chat.
Okay, the car ahead is 3 seconds up on you. Keep pushing. Okay, Gabrielle, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
Yeah, sure.
Ten. Hard base, medium, like tyre offset is starting to help George catch a little bit now, I think.
Oh, mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love
You
working
complete
with you.
our lap
Smashed it.
average time that we needed to do, but I think it's at a 1:38.3. Did that to, I believe it's at a 1:38 something anyway. We gone ahead and did it, so that's fine. Chat, I'm so sorry. I'm so tired today. I don't know why. Like, I feel like I'm just about to pass out. Russell's caught up to us now. This is harder coming into play as our mediums get a bit worn. They're not very worn, but they're a little bit worn.
Okay, you're about 6 seconds away from the next car. Keep pushing and hopefully that's going to start to come down.
Nah, George, don't even do it, man. Leave me alone. I don't think my eyes are doing enough. Give my eyes more to do.
Okay, mate, boost mode if you
Russell
need it.
gets
Boost
past
mode if you need
us.
it.
We go heavily on the brakes. Well too late. Russell is back past us. Does well to actually move out the way of us there as we go well too heavy and too late on the brakes. As once again, a humongous lock up. Just locked in there for a split second
good
and
work.
tried to
Pass.
make sure that we don't kill George. You know, as much as I'm not the biggest fan of George Russell, I don't fancy having a murder charge. You know what I mean? So, thankfully, we've only banged tyres with George and we've managed to keep the car on. But, although they say the mediums are only on 30, they feel a lot worse now. I don't know why, they feel a lot worse. All of a sudden.
Gap to your teammate behind, 9.6 seconds.
And again, another huge late on the brakes. Just go really wide. And we've been hit. Russell's kamikaze does. You get one, remember, chap. You get one. So no more for the rest of the race. And we're chilling. Right, fucking hell. Wake up, bro. Holy shit. Let's actually wake up. Like, I don't feel tired, bro, but I'm yawning. My eyes are like fucking closed as I'm playing the game. What the fuck is going on? What is going on? Why is this happening? Please explain to me why it's happening. Max Verstappen is 10.5 seconds ahead. That man is absolutely flying right now.
VSC deployed. The
A
virtual safety
VSC?
car has been
Lance
deployed.
Stroll
We need to
without
keep
the
a positive
session.
delta here. Slow down and maintain a positive delta.
Of course he is. Water's wet. No, like Lance Stroll is out.
Okay, the safety
Full
car is
blown
out.
safety
Is
car.
out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive. Okay, we're more or less into the pit window now. If you want fresh rubber during the safety car, we're ready for you.
Yep.
Understood. Copy that. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 10.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. They're in 9th place. And the time last lap, 1 minute 38.4.
Lance Stroll just loves being an absolute knob. Just we're gonna come into the pits. Everyone's in, even Russell. McLaren are double stacking, so they're gonna lose a place to Hadjar. At a minimum, I think, here. Nico's in, so let's have a good start.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go,
2.4
go, go.
perfect.
That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting.
And we've made the double stop work, alright. Fernando's the only one staying out. Fernando's now P2, chat.
Finish the race on this compound.
Fernando Alonso is now P2. Everyone else has gone soft. They're doing it too. Maybe. Maybe it's a one-stop time, eh? Where's Nico?
Capture your teammate behind. seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 11th.
So 2 people ahead and Nico haven't pitted. One of them's obviously Fernando, and then I think it might be that Williams. Is that a V-cab? Can't tell. Could these be in this lap?
Okay, you've got P3. P3, well done. Alonso ahead. Less than a second separates you. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Less than a second separates you. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, 18 laps to go. Okay, let's get ready to go.
It is in this lap, okay. Safety car in this lap.
There's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
From P3. You really gotta get past Fernando. Pretty much instantly, to be honest.
Okay, clear.
It's a poor getaway and Russell's after us. I'm trying to send it on Fernando, which we have done. He's on all tyres in an Aston, so we need to get ahead of him. And ahead of him fast, and we've done that.
Still looking good.
And now there's a chance at Max. Fernando is holding everybody up here, chat.
Okay, Gabriel, Verstappen's ahead of you. We can't let them hold us up for too long, so let's try and get past as soon as possible and crack on. Push, push. Okay.
Oh my god, bro. Chat. Chat. I'm getting spammed. I'm getting spammed by me sister, bro. Careful first sec, though, I've only just realised that actually. I was more focused about the fact that we caught up to Max, and Max is right there.
Okay, so
See
we're
where
leading our
Nico is.
teammate by 15.1 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 11th. Time last lap, 1:39.3.
Try the wheel on Stappen, just it ain't gonna work, is it?
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. Boost mode is available now.
We always get a slow exit on that corner, bro. Max is in. So that them
Great
socks
stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target.
didn't last very
Try and
long
keep that
for
going right
Verstappen.
through to the end of the race. Gap to your teammate behind, 15.7 seconds.
I think this is the problem actually with everyone. They've went on to softs thinking that they last so long, but they just don't. I thought. think Russell, Leclerc, Hadjar, they're all going to come in off them softs, but by the looks of it. They're losing so much time to us on them fresh hards.
You're in first position, front of the pack. Russell behind. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Yep, in comes Russell. In comes Charles. In comes Isaac. I doubt he will, but if Nico can make the tyres last, he's currently in P45. You know what I'm saying? So. One sec, chat, my sister's got back to me, so. The minute we get out of this house, man, the minute the streams become bigger, they become better. I don't get fucking hassled, you know what I mean? Like I'm the fucking Bank of England. It's not even money they're asking for, but I'm just saying, like, the Bank of England's pretty busy, and it was more to stay busy.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Kimmy's in the pits now. Nico is currently P4. I know he's going to pit again. I don't want him to pit again. But the fact he's in P4, what a guy.
Okay, so
I want to see if it tells me how many pit stops they have there.
19.2 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in fourth. And the time last lap, 1 minute 37.1.
No. Yeah. Ow. Missed the leg with the fastest lap.
That's P1. Piastri's behind. Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, we're into the last 10 laps now. Gap to your teammate behind, 20.2 seconds.
I'm hoping he doesn't, but it'll be interesting to see if Nico pits. Because if he doesn't, then I can't lie, we're in the fucking money, bro. That safety car might be the best thing that's ever happened to us. Lance Stroll might be a god. He is a god in disguise of a shit racing driver. Piastri's in the pits. What? Mate, that's stupid. Nico and
Okay,
Nico and Sainz being in the pits makes sense, but Piastri off hard. In my heart are fine. How long have you been on these? Like 12 laps? And they're perfect? Maybe perfect is a bit of a stretch, but you get the point. They're quite good.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 25.9 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're in 13th place.
And the team have bottled Nico points again, man. It's strategy. It's not even his fault this time, bro, if he doesn't get points. They've fuck them over strategy again this season.
Okay, Gabrielle. Right, we've got a full battery, which means we can use more of it to gain performance. Let's go.
Gonna be a nice little chill till the end. Both McLarens are battling behind. Look at Fernando in like P7. Fernando's strategies work, bro. What the fuck?
Gap to your teammate behind, 44.1 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're in 13th place. Time last lap, 1:55.7.
Just realised Charles come in as well, Jack.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 42.2 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in 13th place. And the time last lap, 1:35.2. quite what we needed, I'm afraid, but listen, don't worry about it. It's a long way to go, so let's just focus until the end.
Right, 7th last lap now, chat. One stop of dreams, this is, isn't it? Apologies for not talking much, chat. I don't know what reasons. So it's not right with me today, but I thought I'd still stream for you. But yeah. Any questions, etc., put them in the chat. I'll be sure to answer them. I think I've just nearly broke my neck by accident. Here we are then to start the final lap of this race, the one stop of dreams. Final lap of the race, says Mark. And it is indeed the final lap. The one stop of dreams, the hard on the safety car. Big up Landstroll for causing the safety car because he's gifted us this win with the weird strategies to go on softs from the AI. I don't get that at all. I still don't get it. I never will understand what sort of strategy all that is. And for example, Red Bull in real life, Hannah Schmitz would never put us on softs for 4 laps. We would have went straight to hards. And in all honesty, the win probably would have been Verstappen's. The win should have been Verstappen's. That man was absolutely insane. Until the safety car, he was like 20 seconds ahead of us prior to that safety car. However, Max and Russell are currently fighting for P2 right now. Okay, Lando down in P5, championship leader, so he will get closed up to Max or Russell / both, either way will catch up. About 8 points, 5 points, something like that. But we have been quite good at this track today. We've done what we needed to do. The one stop at dreams, the hards are nowhere near gone still. After doing like 17 laps on them, we're going to come across the line. And we're going to win here in Singapore. What a race, what a one stop. Big up the team for letting me do that one stop. Yeah,
weekend
and big
race.
up Lance Stroll for causing that safety car, because without it, we would not have got anywhere near the podium, I don't think.
And here's the checkered flag for our winner today. Well done, and hats off to Gabriel Bortoleto.
It's one thing to put fast laps together, but to make these moves stick without losing too much time, that's real racecraft.
It's what they've all been racing towards, waiting for them. High above the pit lane is our podium. And for the lucky three, it's time to stand on it. Congratulations and well done. It's Gabriel Bortoleto. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
And just like that, we win the race. Nico did get shafted by the team strategy and did get P13. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate, but what can you do? Fernando, on the one stop, doubled his position. Went from P14 to P7. Told you, man, the medium to hard was the way to go because we've won on it. And our manager, Fernando Alonso, he went from P14 to P7 in the worst car in the grid by fucking country mile. Nico has been fully shafted there, and honestly, you can only help but feel sorry for him. He deserved points today. He was actually really good. Max and Russell round off the podium. It's a McLaren 4-5, Leclerc in P6, Fernando P7, Hadjar P8, Antonelli and Albon round out the points. Hamilton missed out on points there. And the rest of the grid, honestly, can speak for itself. Well, I'll have to do for the standings. Well, the gap now, it's only 71 as Max Verstappen overtakes George Russell and gains that P2 spot. Russell only 72 points back, but still a lot. We're only 85 points back now, and Charles is within 100 points. If Lando has a few crap races, and we, as in Max, Russell, ourselves, Leclerc, start to cook, we could find ourselves in a title fight towards back of the season. We basically get P5 now. I don't think we're going to get P4 or anything. P5 basically confirmed at the end of the day. And it's not bad. And I feel like we also kind of guaranteed a top 6 finish in the championship as well, which is quite good. But yeah, that was the Singapore Grand Prix. We fucking won. I don't know how we did that. One stop of dreams. And in all honesty, we weren't that bad in terms of pace. We weren't that bad at all. But with that, it's going to be the end of today's episode. Thank you very much for watching, boys. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe right down there. And you're running. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your days. Night church and from. Peace. Alright, chat. I will be honest though, I'm going to try and just see if we have any form of decent thumbnail here. There's not really any, to be quite honest. Yeah, there's nothing, boys, so I'm gonna end it there. Good stream. I appreciate it. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.